Well, Texas could face another lawsuit if it moves forward with enforcing a new border security law. Thanks for joining us. I'm Daniel Marin.
And I'm Jennifer Sanders. The federal government is now warning Governor Greg Abbott that it plans to sue and block the law. KXAN's Will Dupree talked to a legal expert about what to expect from that showdown in court.
Senate Bill 4 is now law in the state of Texas.
That very bill Governor Abbott signed last week may lead the state into more legal hot water. The U.S. Department of Justice sent Abbott a letter Thursday threatening a lawsuit over Senate Bill 4. The DOJ argues the law oversteps federal authority since it would let local law enforcement arrest people suspected of crossing into the country illegally and allow state judges to permit deportations. The letter obtained by KXAN lays out simply SB 4 is preempted and violates the United States Constitution. The governor's office is remaining defiant. Abbott previously said he believed the law would be upheld despite a 2012 Supreme Court ruling that immigration enforcement is a federal responsibility.
We think that Texas already has a constitutional authority to do this.
In a new statement, Abbott's spokesperson says Texas is prepared to take this fight all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. However,
what do you think the outcome would be there?
I have to believe that the Supreme Court is going to strike down this law.
Immigration law expert Denise Gilman says the state likely won't succeed, even with a conservative majority on the high court.
We don't want every state in the country to have its own immigration policies because they involve international relations and other concerns that really need to be coordinated on a national level.
The feds say they would not move forward with a lawsuit, though, if the governor agrees by January 3rd to refrain from enforcing SB 4. Will Dupree, KXAN News.
And we reached out today seeking comments from the bill's author, State Senator Charles Perry, but we never got a response. Senate Bill 4 is set to go into effect on March 5th.
Just one day after Governor Greg Abbott signed SB 4 into law, the American Civil Liberties Union of Texas, along with the Texas Civil Rights Project, announced they filed a lawsuit challenging the bill from taking effect. So the plaintiffs include El Paso County, the Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center, and American Gateway. Now, in a statement released last week, Adriana Pinon, the legal director of the ACLU of Texas, said, quote, "We're suing the to block one of the most extreme anti-immigrant bills in the country. The bill overrides bedrock constitutional principles and flouts federal immigration law while harming Texans, in particular brown and black communities. The defendants are listed as Corporal Steve McCraw, and that's the director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, and El Paso District Attorney Bill Hicks. When we did ask for a response, a spokesperson for DPS wrote back saying, quote, "The department does not discuss pending litigation."